welcome to the show. I'm Sherman Ray, and welcome to Livin in Vegas magazine, the podcast. So I want to welcome you all to the show today, and I am your host Sherman Ray. I'm the publisher of Livin in Vegas magazine, and I hope my volume is up enough because I don't want to talk too loud, but I want to definitely make sure I've got some volume here. It's a couple days before Christmas. Yeah, a couple days before Christmas, and we want to make sure that we wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Hopefully, you're all making your holiday preparation, family in town, all that good stuff. So I want to thank everybody for being here. Um, so today we got some interesting things we're going to talk about on the show. We're going to talk about holiday candy. We're going to talk about maybe some of the CES stuff that's going on in the Valley in the next couple of weeks. We're definitely going to be talking about a party time, folks, in Vegas. Um, yeah, got a few things to talk about. Let's do a little housekeeping here before we get started. um, we have a magazine that's coming out. Magazine is called Livin in Vegas Magazine. Very excited about it. Matter of fact, I do a lot of mock-ups of the magazine and stuff like that, and it really looks good. I mean, it really does. I've got a magazine here. Let me show you. So I've got a magazine here, and this is actually the mock-up of what the magazine will look like when it. Here, I'm going to put it over here. So this is a mock-up of what the magazine will look like when we go to printing it as a printed magazine. So our first magazine will come out digitally, but when we come out in a print version, that's what it's going to look like. I'm so excited about it. Just excited about it. So that'll be coming out in another week or so. Um, and we're having a launch party for Livin in Vegas magazine, and you can actually be a part of it. You can actually come to the launch party. It's going to be over high atop Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino, the end of the strip. Um, and It's going to be January 15th over at the Foundation Room. Excuse me. And if you would like to, oh, sorry. If you would like to go to the launch party, all you've got to do is send me an email. It's really very easily. All you've got to do is send me an email. Just send it to livininvegasmag at gmail.com. It's livininvegasmag at gmail.com. Or you can, like right above me, right above where my head is right now, and I'm on our Facebook group page. So um, I know a lot of people are actually going to our Facebook business page and they're making comments during the event or during the podcast. But we're actually on our group page because now we just went over 500 people on our group page. Yay! I know it's pretty cool, huh? We're actually at 504 people on our group page right now. So we've been working hard to get those memberships up and people just excited about it. So right above my head is actually um, a place where you can actually sign up to go to our launch party, which is going to be at the Foundation Room. And folks, I gotta really warn you right now. Um, there are only there's less than 30 seats left. I know what it'll say. It'll say like 50 or something like that. But literally, we only have space for 100 people. And a lot of people signed up saying that that's going to only be them, but they actually did it like three times. So they want to bring themselves, their wife, their husband, blah, 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 blah. And so we know we're really close to that number right now of 100 people. So if I've reached out to you personally, I reached out to a lot of people personally and said, sign up, okay? You've got to sign up. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Sign up to be a part of the launch party because if you don't, you're going to really, really regret it. Or send me an email. Send me an email to livininvegasmag at gmail.com, and I will send you personally the link to get to our Eventbrite page where you can sign up yourself, or I will do it for you. Okay, that's how much I want you to be a part of that. And so, I don't know how much more I can do. I just don't know. I just don't know. Or if you just want a digital copy of the mag when it comes out in January, send me an email. Just send me an email, and I will actually send it to you. It'll be in your inbox. Yeah, your inbox. So just do that. Okay. Okay. All right. So what else is going on? That's about it, I guess. Okay. All right. So let's talk about some cool stuff that's going on in the valley. So now I don't know how many of you know this, but there is actually a website that talks about the favorite candies state by state. Okay, state by state, it tells you what the favorite candies are for your state. Okay, and I was looking at this. This is actually really very interesting. We posted this on our Facebook page, so if you saw some of our links on our Facebook page, you already know this because we actually posted this last night. But state by state, everybody's got a different thing that they're digging, right? And in the state of Nevada, guess what ours is? It's called Peppermint Bark Madness. Okay, Peppermint Bark Madness, and like I said, you can check this out. The website. Let me double check here. Got to make sure. Okay, yep. So Nevada. Yeah. So our first candy that we like is called Peppermint Bark. The second place for the state of Nevada, guess. Okay, well, I won't have you guess because, I mean, you could put it in the comments page. I will only see it if you go to our Facebook group page. Okay, if you put it on our business page or on my personal page or another page, I won't be able to see it. Okay, so you actually have to go over to our group page, and if you'll join that page, come on, folks, just join the page. Um, I will be able to actually talk to you. Um, but our second most favorite candy is a candy cane. Yeah, a regular candy cane, red and white. And our third most popular candy, holiday candy, is Starburst. I love Starburst. Love Starburst candies. Um, so yeah, it's pretty interesting to find out that we actually have a favorite. We actually have a favorite candy here for the state. Also, so Las Vegas. Many of you have. I mean, many of you live in Vegas. Of course, you live in the city that never sleeps. But Las Vegas is um, the third most favorite place. Excuse me, the third most favorite travel destination. I think Orlando is first, and then some other state. But we're in the top three. We're ahead of New York. We're ahead of San Francisco. We're ahead of Honolulu, Hawaii. We're ahead of everybody. We're the third most favorite travel destination this holiday season, and the reason why, because we just have everything here. We just do. I mean, that's just we are just a very hip place to be at, and I know a lot of you have family and friends that are coming into town. And if you do, folks, there's some great places you're going to go to. We're going to talk a little bit about that later on in the show. Maybe a show or a destination you're going to want to take your family. I think so. I think it'll be a great. So I'm going to ask a question below us in our Facebook group page. You may not get this on our regular page or any other place that's put out. Where are you going to? So the question I'm going to ask is, where are you taking your family this Christmas season? Okay, there it is. Where are you taking family or friends this Christmas? In Vegas. Okay, that's the question. Where are you taking family and friends in Vegas during this time? Okay, so where are you going to take them? Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, I know some of you are looking at my beard. Okay, we started this Movember, where we started working on our beard mustache because we were going to have an event which is called the Las Vegas Whiskey and Whiskers Festival. Okay, we're still going to have that. Okay, we just have to move it back a little bit to do that event, but we're going to have that event. I'm very excited about that. So don't worry, fear not. We will have the Whiskey and Whiskers Festival. Let's talk a little bit about CES. Okay, CES, for those of you who are um, you've been a part of Vegas for a long time. It's a consumer electronics show. But last year, they had the CES. We were talking about this yesterday about all of the great people who are not allowing COVID to deter them from coming out to this year's CES. Unfortunately, um, we've got this new strain of virus that's going out, and it's really kind of freaking people out. Okay, now it's called the Omicron virus, and it's starting to freak people out. There was an article that said that Amazon, Twitter, and a couple of other pretty big names are not going to come to CES this year because they're scared. Okay, and you can understand. You can understand them being scared about the Omicron virus and how it might affect them. The article says so. CES is January 5th, I believe it is, and it's going to be just a week before our um, Livin in Vegas launch party, which is the 15th. Tech and social media companies like Amazon, Meta, or Facebook, which we're on right now. Um, oh, somebody's telling me my sound is very low. Okay. Oh, you know what I'll do? Here, is it better now? Okay. I hope my sound is better now. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for somebody texting me that and coming over my Facebook page too. I'm going to see. Oh, okay. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So it's pretty easy to get a hold of me, folks. I mean, you really can. You can get a hold of me on Facebook. Some of you actually have my cell phone number, but I want to thank you for that. And I noticed that my sound was a little low before, but I couldn't figure out how to get it up. So hopefully it's better. And if it is, just give me a thumbs up and say, hey, thanks a lot. And I want to, oh, thanks, whoever that was. Who is that? I, I'm going to take time to find out who this is. Somebody sent me a note, and they're on my cell phone, and they said that my sound was low, and I'm going to find out who it is. And I well, I don't have. Well, I know who. I think I know who it is. Okay. Anyways, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay. Anyways, um, so CES. Back to CES. Um, CES groups like where'd it go? There we go. Oh no, I just got rid of it. So Meta, Amazon, Twitter, because we got this new variant um, of COVID, they're just people are freaking out, and you can understand. I mean, nobody's going to blame them, but there are still tons of people that are going to be there. It's going to be a fantastic time. It is by far the largest event that we have here in Las Vegas, and even if people don't show up, it's still going to be huge. It's just going to be a huge, huge event. Let's talk a little bit about the NHL. NHL is now this is kind of it's going to hurt people on this one. Okay, the NHL has basically said that they're going to shut down a lot of the games that are moving forward. Last night, VGK. I did not check to see if VGK won last night. So VGK last night played Tampa Bay, and can somebody tell me did VGK? I'll see if they did versus Tampa Bay, and let me see if they actually won last night. No, we actually lost. So we lost last night in the Fortress. Sorry about that, guys. I mean, I still think we're doing awesome. We really are. I think we were on like a 5-game, 7-game winning streak, and so we lost last night. But that may be the last game we get to watch for at least the next week or so. It might just be a. I mean, it's a tough one. I mean, it's a tough one to stomach. Um, the NHL basically said they're going to put the kibosh on everybody because they're having a rash of people getting COVID. Now, the good thing about this, folks, is they're not having the deaths associated with COVID. Okay, it's the people catching it. It's kind of like the flu or kind of like, I mean, like a dreaded flu. But we're not having the deaths. It's just a lot of people are catching this disease, especially this new variant, and it's just putting everybody in the dirt. I mean, it's just a terrible thing that's going on. So, as a matter of fact, on a related note, UNLV, out at UNLV, remember just a few, gosh, what was it? It was just literally a couple of weeks back where they were telling kids that if you want to go to UNLV or go to any other higher ed school, that you were going to have to be vaccinated. And they basically said, that's just the way it's going to be. But what they found out is that they could not, keep that mandate going. And that, I mean, it's probably for the best, to tell you the truth. But UNLV was a part of that. And I think what they've done is they've actually rescinded that ruling that basically said that kids had to. Here, I'll read the article for you. Nevada's vaccine mandate for college students has been overturned. The vaccine mandate for college students in Nevada was struck down by state leaders Tuesday night. That was just yesterday. Legislative Commission voted against the measure that was initially passed this summer. Okay, any student whose registration has been on hold for not having the vaccine must be lifted immediately, according to Melody Rose, Chancellor of Nevada School System of Higher Education. So this is a good. I mean, this is a good sign, and we'll post the links to all of these stories on our website, and we'll also post it on our Facebook page. The vote also struck down the mandate for state workers who interact with vulnerable populations. And so I think what has happened is that a lot of people are finding out that, you just locking down everything just doesn't work. It just doesn't, you're killing everybody. Over the summer, and I ride a lot, so many of you have seen my bicycle. It's over my shoulder here. And I want to thank the guy, or I want to apologize to the guy this morning that I screamed at. I screamed at the guy because he was way across the street. I was coming up to a intersection, and there was a guy waiting there on the other side of the intersection, getting ready to cut across in front of me. And so I told him, I go, look, just go. I mean, you have the green light, just go. And he wouldn't. So I'm still coming up. I'm going uphill. Did I mention that? I'm going up like a 12% grade, right? Baker grade type thing. And it's tough to stop your bike, figure out what a car is doing, and, and get back on and keep going. And this guy would not go. He kept waving at me like, go ahead, go. Now, folks, when I ride in the morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. So I'm up really early. By 6 o'clock, I'm done with my ride, if that makes any difference. So I'm done. So when I go riding, it's dark. I'm wearing a very white, well, it's over here, but you can't see it, but I've got riding bibs. This morning, it was 37 degrees. Oh, yeah. I'm rubbing my chest for a reason, because it was that cold, okay? Some of you guys know what I'm saying. I know, I shouldn't be rude, but, and so this guy stopped in front of me, and he keeps waving at me, so now I'm yelling at the guy. I'm going, just go! Just go! So I apologize to that guy, because I did call him a name that I probably shouldn't have called him, but I did. And he'll get over it. I'm over it now. Let's talk about business startups. Now, this is cool. Business startups here in the Valley are actually pretty cool. It's a good sign. I mean, it's a really good sign. There was a story, more evidence that COVID-19 pandemic has caused many Americans to reevaluate the economic and employment landscape, and for some, take a life-changing leap of faith by starting their own business. Okay, and a lot of people have done this during the pandemic, which is a good sign. There's a lady by the name of Melanie Sherburne. She said, we just went all in. She and her husband decided to use the money they'd saved up during the pandemic. No job, saving up money. Okay. To open a body sculpting business last week. and the name of the company is called the Contouring Company, or the Contouring Company. Shelburne estimates the total cost to get up and running is in an office park, West Charleston, to easily make six figures. And yeah, it does. It does. I've had a restaurant before, and we're starting a new business with Livin in Vegas, so it's a media business. She said she's probably close to $60,000 in build out. We could have helped her with that. About $50,000 in marketing. Definitely could have helped her in that. And invested some more equipment. So it's about $150,000, which is not bad. Really not bad at all. But so that's good. So they have the money to do that. And so we're very cool. We won't talk about what happened during the SBA and all that stuff, but it's good to see startups are out there and they're doing a great, great job. Let's talk, before we run out of time, we're going to talk about Green Valley Ranch. Did you know, folks, Green Valley Ranch is actually 20 years old now. They're in Henderson, and they're celebrating their 20th anniversary. Congratulations, okay? The Green Valley Ranch, okay, an employee, her name, I don't think I've got her name on here. So they were talking to some of the employees who are out at Green Valley Ranch. Some of them have been there since day one, which is really cool. So I remember when Green Valley Ranch opened up, very excited that the place opened up. So we're very excited and say happy birthday to Green Valley Ranch. Yeah, I got enough time. I got enough time to do a couple more. Some of you know who this guy is. Yeah, if you lived in Henderson, you know exactly who this guy was. He's your former mayor, Jim Gibson. He's now a Clark County commissioner. And, excuse me. So Jim Gibson, he's a Facebook friend of mine. Very nice guy, actually. Nice guy. On Tuesday, Clark County Commissioner Jim Gibson was selected by fellow commissioners as their chairman. So he's the lead dog now. And with Commissioner Justin Jones as his vice chair. And January 4th is going to take effect. And it was a unanimous vote. So Jim Gibson, congratulations. Former mayor of Henderson is now the head of the Clark County Commission. Okay, which is cool. So you watch, folks. And this is not a political show, but I can almost guarantee that he's going to run for governor. I can almost guarantee it. I can almost guarantee it. He said in a statement, "I am humbled to have won the confidence of my fellow board members and look forward to working with them and staff to continue to improve residents' quality of life." Okay, diversity, the economy, expand affordable housing, make it easier for residents and tourists, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, cool. He replaces Chairman Marilyn Kirkpatrick, and so she's been there. She's been there for a little while, and just lovely guy. And he's going to do a fantastic job for the county. So here, before I go any further, we're looking for a space for Livin in Vegas magazine. And I know I put this on Facebook, and I'm serious. And I'm that guy. I am that guy, folks. I will ask for anything because I know what the answer is going to be if I don't ask. Okay? If I don't ask, the answer is no. So I had a dream when I came back from Oakland just a couple days ago. And the dream as I was coming back was that, excuse me, that we opened an office in the downtown area. Now, I've always been opposed to moving downtown, but but for some reason, in the dream, we had opened a co-working space downtown. Okay, so I won't explain the whole thing, but I feel like there's somebody out there who has a piece of property, and it's in the exact place where I am thinking about. So if you do, here's the ask: if you have a piece of property in the downtown area, don't hesitate in contacting me. Okay, contact me. Either you can contact me on Facebook, you can contact me on my email address. So I'm going to put my email address up there again. Okay, let's put my email address up there. Good. livinvegasmag@gmail.com. livinvegasmag@gmail.com. Contact me. We can rent it, but I would rather you just give it to me. I'm just that guy. I'm asking you. I have no problem asking you if you will give me that piece of property. We'll put your name on it. We'll do some arrangement. We'll do whatever it takes to make this happen. but I feel like there's somebody out there who's got that. So, okay. So, if you've got a piece of property in the downtown area, or if you know somebody who's got a piece of property in the downtown area and you think they would love to give it to us for Living in Vegas magazine, okay, have them contact me at livininvegasmag@gmail.com and and start the process. Okay, don't let that property be a burden to you anymore. Okay, all right. So that's it for that. Okay, all right. Um, what else are we talking about? Oh, this is a great story. All right, so many of you have been to the Huntridge Theater. Now, this is an artist concept. I've been in Las Vegas for, oh my gosh, since '63. Yeah, I've been here a long time. Huntridge Theater, which is on Charleston, Maryland Parkway, been there since I was a kid. It's been there since the '50s. It's a historic landmark in that area down there, and we've been looking for somebody to actually take that over. It looks like Soho Playhouse is going to operate the Huntridge Theater in the downtown area. This is an exciting, exciting thing. Dapper Companies announced that they have reached a deal with Soho Playhouse to be the sole operator of the historic Huntridge Theater in downtown Vegas. Okay, woohoo! All right. As part of renovations, two theater spaces are being added to the property, a 100-seat and a 5,300 square foot cabaret theater, as well as a 199-seat, 4,800 square foot theater to replicate the New York City flagship Soho Playhouse. Okay, this is what, okay, hopefully they won't price it out of everybody's range because New York prices are a whole different thing than Las Vegas prices. But they've got the property, they've got the land, we got somebody who's going to be there. Huntridge Theater opened in '44, so I'm sorry, it was instead of the '50s, the '40s. So it opened in the '40s, 1944, and has been closed since 2004. So we've been watching it being closed. It needs to be open, and it was put on the Historic Registry of Places in 1999. No, in '93. It needs to be renovated. It just needs to be lifted up. I am going to be there. We used to go to not only movies there, but all kinds of events were held there. I was a kid. We'd do running events in the parking lot there. I remember it so well. I'm very excited about that renovation that is going. Um, do we have? Oh, okay. All right. So one more. I'm going to make one more announcement here, folks. For those of you who, once again, if you would like to get a magazine, Livin in Vegas magazine, it's coming out. Like I said, it's just coming out in the next couple of weeks on the 1st. If you would like one of those, folks, all you have to do, just send me an email. Just send me an email to, once again, livininvegasmag@gmail.com. It's livininvegasmag at gmail.com. We will send you a free digital copy. But if you would like to go to the launch party is coming up in 3 weeks. So it's January 15th. It's over at the Mandalay Bay, over in the foundation room. So it's all the way on the top. If you would like to go to that, you have to register to it. So right above me in our Facebook page, there is a place to register for that. Okay, the places are going quickly. You've got to register because they will not let you up the elevator without registering. And I want to see you. I want to enjoy it. I want to, fist bumps, all that cool stuff. You'll get to see some of the writers, some of the people who are featured in it. You'll get to see Courtney Langer. You'll get to see Audrey May. You'll get to see, Victoria Seaman and all these cool people. Dr. Phil's going to be there. And so you'll enjoy it. Okay. I mean, you really will enjoy that. So all you got to do is go above me, register, or send me an email, and I will send you the link, and you can register yourself, or I'll do it for you. Okay. Don't say that you're not going to make it because of that. Okay. Anyways, we're done. It's midweek. We will see you again tomorrow for about 8:30 to about 9 o'clock for Livin in Vegas Mag, the podcast. So I really want to encourage you folks, just be there and have a fun time being a part of Vegas. It's been Sherman Ray for Livin in Vegas magazine. We will talk to you soon. Okay, bye bye.